Hey everyone, welcome back. My name's Allie. I'm a fiber artist with Colors of Hope Crafts, and if you're like me, then you love learning. So today we're gonna start learning about wool and the sheep that they come from. So everybody sit back, relax, and we'll get started. Before we get started, please make sure to leave some love for Zoe in the comments below. She just had her bad leg amputated. So I don't know about you, but when I go to the store to buy a sweater or a scarf, it always says wool on it, but it never says anything about what type of wool it was. And it wasn't until about 5 to 10 years ago when I started learning that there were actually different types of wool that came from different types of sheep, and every sheep produces slightly different types of wool. So I'm really wanting to get into learning about what type of wool different sheep produces. So that's going to be my goal for this year, is to learn about all the different types of sheep and wool that's out there. And you might be asking, but wait, Allie, isn't all wool the same? Well, no. Turns out not all wool is the same. You've got Merino that is extremely soft. Uh, Here's some Malabrigo Merino right here. Then you've got what Charollais wool that is much coarser. And then you've got everything in between. So that's what I'm going to be looking at this year. Here is what the different types of wool are, and the sheep they come from and where they come from. So for the next several Fiber Fridays, my goal is going to be to bring you wool from a couple of different sheep every week, and we are going to learn together. Take these two scarves for example. Oh, and isn't it cool that I figured out that you can knit two different scarves on one pair of circular needles? The wool for this scarf came from Rambouillet wool, which is the same as this wool right here. And Rambouillet is somewhat similar to Malabrigo, at least in terms of texture and softness. And this wool is Falkland wool. This scarf that I'm wearing is actually the same colorway as this scarf right here. I wanted to see what the similarities and differences would be between the two different types of wool, and how it would turn out if I spun the same colorways on two different types of wool, and in two different ways of plying. Now, I have a lot of different types of wool that I can use to start this project off with. I've got the Rambouillet wool. So I'm going to split this braid in half, and half of it's going to be plied with this bobbin from a box of rolags that I got from Wild Wool Farms. I really enjoyed spinning with the rolags from Wild Wool Farms. It made spinning with the merino a lot more fun. And the other half of this is going to be put into art mats. Now, part of this project will involve finding out exactly how to pronounce these different wools. I believe this is pronounced Charollais, but I will have to make sure. And when I do my video where I'm going to ply all three of these bobbins, And together, using my brand new Lazy Kate that I got for my birthday from my very sweet, loving husband, I'm going to let you know more about this wool. I did just order a fiber sampler set. That sampler set includes wool from all over the world, including Charollais, which is from France. So far, I have noticed that Charollais seems like a very coarse fiber and that it's very easy to draft. I have a British breed sampler set. And right here. And I'm going to pull these out one at a time and show you what they look like. This sampler set includes 10 different breeds of wool fiber from around Great Britain. Each approximately 1 ounce mini braid of fiber is labeled with a hang tag. Brief descriptions of the breed are included. The breeds included in the set are blue-faced, Leicester, Dorset Horn, Hill Radnor, Masham, Kemp Romney, Teeswater, Swaledale, Wensleydale, White-faced Woodland, and Welsh Mountain sheep, which is the type of sheep that my mom has. And I have only spun with Dorset Horn, Blue-faced Leicester, and Welsh Mountain sheep, I believe. Romney and Wensleydale, Romney and Teeswater also sound vaguely familiar, but I'm not sure I've actually spun with them. So this will be some fun. Alright, this is the Wensleydale. Obviously it is a cream colored roving, and just on first appearance it looks like it is a type of, it looks like it comes from a sheep that has longer locks, so that should be interesting to spin, a little easier than Merino. This is the Welsh Mountain sheep. I've spun that before with my mom's sheep. This is dark brown and black. Oh, in the video I do where I talk about this one, I'm gonna also talk about my mom's sheep as well. This is the Radnor. Obviously it's cream colored as well. This is Masham. This one is Woodland sheep. This feels like a coarser fiber. This is the Swaledale wool. This is the Dorset Horn sheep, or the Dorset Horn wool. this is the BFL. I was thinking this might be the BFL. BFL is fairly soft, not as soft as Merino, but it's still fairly soft. And I have some more in a lighter gray, and this one seems to be a blend of gray and brown. This one is Teeswater. And this one is the Romney. And this one, Romney, feels pretty soft to me as well. And it has a very light and lofty feel to it. So now we have a basket I'm making that's full of samples of roving that I need to spin up, so that it will be fun. Next we have this Bergschaf yarn that I spun from roving that I got from Everwood Garden Fibers. This was my first time spinning Bergschaf, and it reminded me a lot of Alpaca, but it turns out Bergschaf is actually a sheep. And I'll tell you more about that in its own video. This is Alpaca, and Alpaca is some of the softest, most fiber I've ever felt in my life. I really wish you guys could feel it, because you can barely feel it in my hand. That's how soft it is. Next up we have Falkland Unwrapping, and I have 2 braids of this. And so one thing you may have noticed is I have both colorful roving that's been dyed and roving that is just plain colored, and so that should be fun to do. You know, we can have some variation. So let me know how you want me to spin up this roving, because like I said, I have 2 braids of it. And finally we have Targhee roving, and it is, and it feels like it's on the softer side to me, and so that'll be fun to spin up. I was thinking about applying it with the Charollais, but I decided against it, because as the Targhee is a lot softer than the Charollais is. Although I wonder how these would look applied together. There's an idea. Coming up, I also have some Corridel coming, and another fiber set from all over the world. So that should be a lot of fun to research and look into, and I'm just really excited about this project. I hope you are too. And if you want to follow me on this project so you can learn more about sheep and wool, make sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you again soon. Take care. Bye.